two busy boys and girls. Before the holiday, you learn the ratios of two terms, like A to B equals to 2 to 3. Means when A gets 2, B should get 3. If the value of A is changed to 4, which is twice of the original value, then the corresponding value of B should be 6, also twice of the original value. Or if I change the value of A becomes 1, which is only 1/2 of the original value, then the corresponding value of B should be 1.5 only, which is also 1/2 of the original value. So you can see that for two terms ratio, we have the properties that we can multiply all terms by the same number or divide all terms by the same number. And the resulting ratio, the three, actually are equivalent ratios. For three terms ratio, we have the same property. Three terms ratio, actually we are comparing the quantities of three things instead of two, like this. Means when A gets 1, B gets 2, and C gets 3 at the same time. So similarly, if I change the value of A becomes 2, twice of the original value, then the corresponding values of B and C should be twice of the original. Means multiply all of them by 2 becomes 4 and 6. So the ratio 1 to 2 to 3 becomes 2 to 4 to 6. They are equivalent ratios. How about if this time I change the value of A becomes 1/3, which comes from 1 divided by 3. So the corresponding value of B and C should be divided by 3, means 2 over 3 and 1 also. So similarly, for three-termed ratios, we can also multiply all terms by the same number or divide all terms by the same number. And the resulting ratios are actually equivalent. They are the same. So we can use this skill, multiplying all terms by the same number or dividing all terms by the same number, to do one questions in your textbook. Okay, please go to page 15 in Drill 7a to simplify this one. Notice that we have different units in this ratio. And for ratios, we should have no units. So the first step, you have to convert all units to be the same unit and then cancel it. So for cm and mm, they have this relation. So 115 cm becomes 150 mm, and 27 mm copy down, 12 cm becomes 120 mm. So now all the terms with the same units. So you can take away all the units, becomes this one. But be careful, this is not the final answer, because for this question, it asks you to simplify. Means you have to give me the simplest ratio as answer. For simplest ratios, you have to satisfy two criteria. The first one, all terms should be integers. Yes, they are all integers. And the second one, the HCF of all terms should be 1. But this time you can see that the HCF of 150, 27, and 120 is 3 instead of 1. So you have to take away the factor 3 from each term. Means you have to divide each term by 3 to becomes 50, 9, and 40. So this is the final answer for part A. So how about part B? Part B asks you to simplify this one. This time you have no units, but you have some fractions. So you have to convert all the terms back into integers to get the simplest ratio. So to take away all denominators, you can multiply each term by the LCM of all denominators. All denominators mean 4 and 6. So LCM of 4 and 6 should be 12. So you can multiply each term by 12. The first term, the second one by 12, and the third one. Multiply each of them by 12. So you can see that for the first term, cancelled, and you got 21, which is an integer. For the second term, cancel denominator, and you got 22, which is an integer also. And the final one, 24. So now all three terms are integers. And if you multiply the LCM of 4 and 6 to them, you can see that the resulting three terms, 21, 22, and 24, the HCF of them It's 1. I'm sorry, it's 1. So this is the final answer. So to use these skills, you can do this example and you can have some practice in your textbook. Your homework, exercise 7b, question 3. So this is the end. Bye bye.